Hi, my name is Naresh Sani and my student ID is DH2002-101. So today I'm going to do demonstration on sharpening of the instruments. So I will show you my armamentarium. So here is my armamentarium, my water bowl for water used for lubrication. We can use oil as well. Then Q-tip, my test stick, and then my stone, sharpening stone, and the instruments that I am going to sharpen today. So I'm starting here. So first of all, I will have to lubricate my stone with water. So as we know, the sharpening is very important as it reduces the clinician's fatigue. It is more comfortable for the patient as we are doing less strokes. So it doesn't cause any harm to the patient, and even we are doing less strokes. So that's why sharpening is an important thing in dental hygiene or while doing debridement. So now, first of all, the instrument I am taking is posterior sickle, that is S204S. This is the posterior sickle. It has a pointed tip. So I will have to hold it in my non-dominant hand. My elbow should be on the table, like hold like this, table like this. And I'll have to hold it in palm grasp, and my thumb will be on the opposite side of the shank like this. And then my terminal shank will remain at 12 o'clock, and I will have to hold the sharpening stone in my hand. I'll have to keep my thumb and my fingers like this on the lower side of the stone. Then this is parallel, so I'll have to take it at 1. The terminal shank of the instrument is at 12 and the stone is at 1 o'clock. So I'll have to start doing the strokes. I'll have to finish it while doing downside. So now the other side, as we know, there are two working ends. Two side blades are on the both sides. So here again parallel, 1 o'clock. So now I will flip the instrument, the other side. Again, keep the terminal shank of the instrument at 12 o'clock and my sharpening stone will be at 1. Now the inner side, parallel, this is at 1. So I'm done with my sickle scaler. Now I have to test it on a stick that it's working or not. I have to adapt on the stick like we adapted on a tooth with a fulcrum, proper fulcrum. See, a proper catch is coming. Now see the other side. So this instrument is properly sharpened now. So the next instrument that I'm going to do is like posterior. I'm using the universal curate. That is I'm using Barnhart. So for Barnhart, as we know, it has a rounded toe, and it's used for like subgingival as well as supergingival use. So we have to sharpen it. The technique used will be same as we did in scalers, like at 12 and 1. So I'll use water a little bit more to do lubrication of the stone once again. So here we go. Again, the instrument in the non-dominant hand and my elbow is fixed at a table. So here we go. So like properly like this, and then I'm putting my hand stable. So stone in my dominant hand which gonna move. So this is terminal shank will be at 12 o'clock and my stone will be at 1 o'clock. See, this is parallel and then this is 1 o'clock. Now the inner side. So now for the toe third, like we'll have to keep the toe at 3 o'clock and the stone will be at 2 o'clock like this. So now we have to flip the instrument. We'll do the other side. Like this. The terminal shank will be at 12 and the stone will be at 1. I am doing the inner side now. Remember to finish it while going downside like this. And then again the toe third. For toe third, the terminal working end will be at 3 and the stone will be at 2 o'clock. This is 3, this is parallel and then 2. So here I'm done with my one side of the instrument. So now I have to do my, like I have to check whether it's properly sharpened or no. So here is my test stick and I will properly adapt my fulcrum like I adapt on the tooth. So here it is and adapted at a proper angle. See, it's a proper catch. Now the other side. The other side. So this instrument is also properly sharpened. Now the last one that I'm going to do is area specific curate. We know these instruments are already self-angulated. So we don't have to angle it at 60 to 70 degree. They are already self-angulated and the main thing in this instrument is there is only one working end. So once again before starting this, I will lubricate my stone little bit for proper sharpening. So this is done here and I'm picking up the area specific 13-14 instrument. Then for the 13 end, the odd end, I'll have to keep the like this shank towards me and while it's toward me, the right side will be the working end. And the main thing that I have to keep in mind is I have to keep the terminal shank at 11 o'clock and the stone will stay at 1. In other instruments it was 12 and 1. In this one the terminal shank is at 11 and the stone is at 1. So again hold the instrument properly like this, stable my arm at 11 and then at 1. As we know there is only one working end, so I have to now flip the instrument like this. Now this is the 14 end. For 14 end I have to keep the terminal shank away from me like this. So again the right side is the working end. So keep it at 11 and keep it at 1 like this. Hold it properly, stable the arm. Remember to give strokes towards lower side like this. So now what we have to do is, as we know, this is the only working end, only one working end, so it's sharpened. So now we have to see the toe. For the toe, same like the last instrument, we'll have to keep it at 3, and the stone will stay at like 2 o'clock, like this, and then this. So the other side toe was also left. Flip the instrument, keep it at 3, parallel, and then 3, and then 2. So now we have to check the sharpening of this instrument on the test stick. Again, same, adapted properly like a tooth with a proper fulcrum. As we know, in the 14 side, the right side is the, when it's facing away from me, the right side is the working end. So see, proper catch is here. And then while checking the 13 side, I have to keep the working end towards me. See, the right side is the working end. There is a proper catch. So all instruments are properly. So this is all done, and thank you.